Well, hey there, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams of changing the world for good, one day, one user, one view, one viewer at a time. And today, one subscriber at a time. So congratulations to all of us who just hit 600 subscribers. Yay! All right, that's enough of all that YouTuber energy. Anyway, welcome to Good Things for Good People. Tonight, it is the day after Christmas. As you can see, I have my Santa off-duty shirt on because Santa is officially done for the year, and that means I could probably calm this beard down a little bit. I don't know that I necessarily need to rock this the whole winter, but we'll see, especially since it's decided to just skip winter here in Ohio, and we're still 60 degrees and rainy. It's not a very Christmassy kind of thing. It's not really conducive to the big beard when it doesn't ever get cold. Anyway, beard aside, that's not what I want to talk about this evening. Tonight I want to talk about two real easy things, and I do promise you, Brian, I will keep this short and sweet. I will keep this I'll keep this at 10 minutes. I do actually want to, before I talk about the two other things that I want to talk about, I want to talk about that. The thing with videos and video length is, especially when you're trying to gain watch time, it is important to make longer form videos, right? So if I can condense everything into a shorter video, that's great. The problem is, as you can see in the analytics, which I will actually go over with you guys again this evening, because we haven't talked about the analytics in a few days, the shorter a video is, the shorter the watch time is. Typically speaking, the average watch time is about, at least on this channel, 50% of what the actual length of the video is, regardless of the length of the video. So if I make a 4-minute video, the average watch time is about 2.5 minutes. If I make a 10-minute video, the average watch time is about 5.5 minutes. If I make a 20-minute video, the average watch time is about 10.5 to 11 minutes. So it just kind of oddly scales that way. And now whether or not that's because people get tired of watching me talk, very possible, or people just skip around, or whatever the case may be, that's just how things tend to work out. And different channels have different things. If you're a YouTube channel about how to grow your YouTube channel and you make a 10-minute video, your average watch time might be 3 minutes because people skip past all of the intro stuff and want to get just to the meaty bit in the middle and then skip past everything else. Or they just skip to the end where you actually talk about what it is and skip all that YouTuber fluff that you pad the beginning of your video with. So that's one of the reasons that it is important to kind of make a longer form video, is it does rack up watch time. Watch time right now is extremely important because this channel is not monetized. So we have to keep going and growing watch time. We need longer form videos. We've proven that by doing the short form stuff. If I did the 3, 4, 5-minute videos and they only get the same amount of watch views as the other longer form videos, I'm just cheating us out of time, right? If I put out a 5-minute video and it gets an average watch time of, let's call it 4 minutes, and it gets 100 views, well, if I do a 15-minute video and it gets 100 views and it has the same percentage watch time, I'm getting 3 times the watch time per published video, if that makes sense to you guys. So that's one of the reasons I do want to try to kind of keep things on the 10 to 12 to 15 minute range, and I do realize that I've completely blown that out of the water going with longer and longer videos lately, and that's partially the fact that I like to talk, as you can probably tell, and there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, that I want to put out there in our community as we're growing. I want to keep celebrating things. I want to keep drawing attention to things. So that isn't really conducive to short form videos, but there's also a reasoning for that, because the longer watch time stuff helps us grow our channel. Now also, once the channel is monetized, the longer videos actually with the longer watch time, tend to have a higher CPM. So the CPM is something we'll talk about once the channel gets really monetized and we actually start making revenue out of it. But the short version of this is the content creator gets paid based on the quality of the view. So if it is, say, I'm making a video about video games or makeup tutorials or whatever, and it's a 10-minute video and you watch 6 minutes of it, the content creator will have a CPM of around $2, maybe. Well, I'm still bright enough. That's good enough. Well, whatever. What do you like better? Do you like me super bright or do you like me not super bright? What's better? Super bright Not super bright. I think not super bright. We'll stick with this. The content creator gets paid about $2 per 1,000 views on that video. Okay? Or the CPM is $2 per 1,000 views. Now, the revenue per 1,000 views is actually about 60% of whatever the CPM is. So if the CPM is $2 per 1,000 views, that means the creator only gets about 60% of what that CPM is. So that content creator gets less than $2 per 1,000 views. And if you're a channel that doesn't get a lot of views, you're not making any money. Whereas if we're doing a larger, longer form video and we're doing something that's got a longer interaction and you're doing something that's interesting to a bigger group of, not necessarily a bigger group of people, but a group of people that have more spending power, that have more ability to purchase things that they may see ads for, that typically is going to have a much higher CPM than something like makeup or video games or dance things or whatever. For instance, the automotive world, when you're doing things in the automotive world, depending on the channel and your viewership, you could have anywhere from a $8 CPM to a $20 CPM, which means that content creator could be making very good money per 1,000 views. And then you factor that over the fact that they get thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of views per video, and there's some serious revenue that comes in there. But you need to have that quality view that's a longer form video, and you need to have that quality customer or that quality person watching. So that's one of the reasons that I tend to make longer videos instead of short form videos. I hope that makes sense. That was not what I wanted to originally talk about today, but I feel like that needs to be explained. So anyway, I need to go over this really, really quickly. I brought up in last night's video, I wanted to involve other people in this project. I would like to, if possible, get some other folks that are out there that do good things for good people, that may be comfortable on camera. I would like you guys to speak up. Say something in the comment section below. Speak up. And we would like to expand this thing beyond just me doing what I'm doing. I'm interested in expanding this and putting other people on camera that are capable of having like their own, portion of the Good Things team wherever they are. I need some other folks on this team that are comfortable on camera, because I think that'll help drive the interaction. It'll help expand the brand, and it'll keep things interesting for folks. So it's not just everybody watching Austin do whatever it is that Austin does. I think that's going to be an important thing. It does get really tricky though on the YouTube side of things, because it's really when you're creating a channel and you're starting a channel and monetizing a channel, they want to know how many primary people are on the channel or on camera. And that can get a little tricky if we're going to have different people providing content from different things. But I want to give it a try. I want to try it. So if there are folks that are out there, especially if you're already a YouTuber, if you've already got a channel, that makes things a little easier. If you're already comfortable on camera, that makes things a little easier. So if there are those of you that are out there that are interested in possibly being, a guest appearance type of thing, or hosting your own kind of Good Things thing, that would be wonderful, and I'm open to it. It's been brought up a number of different times, and thank you for everybody who's brought it up. I've been kind of kicking it around for quite a while, and I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give it a shot. So anybody who's interested, who thinks they might be able to contribute here and there videos, we can do Dropbox type stuff where you can send in videos, and I can go that way, and I can include it in what I'm doing. Or maybe you want to do an entire episode. If you've got something that you've got a charity that you want to draw attention to, let's rock and roll. Let's make something happen. If you have an event that's based around what, the core beliefs of what we're all trying to do here, let's make it happen, right? We've got this platform. Let's do something with it. We're building it as we go. The only other thing I want to talk about, really want to talk about, is the fact that we just hit 600 subscribers just a little bit ago, before I left from work. So massive thank you to all of you folks who have helped grow this channel. Huge thank you from me personally. It really makes me proud of the fact that we are growing a channel like this, and that in less than 3 months we've gotten to the point where we are at 600 subscribers. So huge thank you to that. Huge thank you to the folks that have shared this to their Facebook page or shared it to their Instagram page. I know Buff of Buff's Garage, Josh just shared this the other day. He shared the last video to his YouTube page, so thank you very much, Buff. I appreciate that. Patriot, I know you've shared it a number of times. Busted Radio, I know you've shared it a number of times, so thank you guys very much. I really, really appreciate it. Those direct shares like that are by far the easiest way to help a new channel grow. That and doing some sort of a collaboration type thing. So if anybody's interested in doing a collaboration video where I'm not just talking about car stuff, if you want to do one where I'm talking about this kind of thing, I'm all open for it. Let's make it happen. There's nothing off the table for me as far as I'm concerned with making this project become something bigger than what it already is. And I think we've got a lot of tools in the toolbox to be able to make this thing happen. So anybody who's interested in that, let me know. Also, the Good Things for Good People page on Facebook is doing well. There've been a lot of people who have invited a lot of their friends and family over to that page. And that's also a really good vehicle to help assist people, maybe not push, but assist them in finding this channel and getting involved in the process. And I've got to try to figure out how to get that thing a little bit more lively versus just being a place where I post, hey, by the way, I just posted a video, go watch it. I need to figure out a good way to utilize that. And I'm not quite sure what that is yet, because we have 500 or so people that are on that Facebook page, and there's only, I don't know, less than 10% of people who ever actually like or comment something that I post on there. And that's kind of one of the things that we've talked about before with zombies on this page. I'm not doing the eyes this time. I've had a long day. We're getting, even with this most recent video, the Christmas video, the Christmas Eve video, it did really well. It did. It's over 300 views. But if you look at the analytics, and I'll share them to you here in a minute, even with a video that did really, really well, the amount of people who are subscribed to the channel who actually watched that video is kind of eye-opening. It's kind of one of those things where you just got to realize that there's people who are going to subscribe that click on that button one time and then never come back. And we appreciate them for helping to inflate the subscriber goals. But in the long run, what we need subscribers who are paying attention, who actually continue to come back for this kind of page. We need people that come back to it. And I know, and believe me, I know. I wish I could be doing something that's more interesting than this, but with my work life where it is right now, and my personal life where it is right now, and everything else going on right now, it's very, very hard to be able to do this. I don't have the ability to not be at work and create content based on this, and I don't have the finances to be able to be out just shoveling my own money into this kind of situation where I'm trying to grow this project when I can get out and about. I'm doing my best on that, but I've got to be careful not to put myself economically upside down while I'm trying to grow this thing. So I know it's frustrating for people to just watch me over and over and over and over again, but that's the reasoning behind it, and I hope you guys understand that. But anyway, let's get into some analytics, and then I'm going to shut up because I promised you I would. Let's get into some analytics. Let's get into our studio here. There you go. We are at 601 subscribers now. Yay, us. Good job. This is my short I put up this afternoon. Actually, I put up 2 today. I put one up this morning. It is at 204 views, which is nice. Put that up, I think, at like 8 o'clock. Filmed it way earlier than that, before the sun came up. So that's nice. Those shorts are actually a good way to grow the channel. The question is going to be whether or not the shorts people actually come over to watch the long-form content. The answer is usually not, but hopefully so. Anyway, it's done well. It's at 5 out of 10. It's got 100 views. We'll see whether or not it takes off or not. You can look at the analytics here. It's trending in the right direction, so hopefully that doesn't level off. We'll see. If we go and look at this morning's video, this morning's short is trending in the right direction as well, so it didn't level off yet. That's also good. Let's hope to see that happens. And you can see there, hey, we picked up 2 subscribers off this morning's short. So if you're one of those 2 subscribers, say hey in the comments below. It's good to have you here. Glad to have you. Unfortunately, shorts watch time doesn't count for anything. Hey, we gained 1 off the other one this afternoon. So that's three subscribers off of shorts just today. But unfortunately, the watch time from shorts does not count for our monetization, so it is what it is. But I'm glad to have you here, and I'm glad we're expanding the brand. If we go back here and we look at the success of the last video, which was last night, it's got 171 views, which is above average, 71 more than usual. However, it has average watch time, or average view time. Now, the reason for that is if we go in here and we look at the engagement, left click, Austin, 5 minutes and 19 seconds. 4 minutes less than the average video view. So while we did get more views, they're watching less time, or you are watching less time. So it ended up averaging out to about the same thing. If we go to our audience tab here, we're going to see 87% is from subscribed, 12% is from not subscribed. And if we drill down even more to this, we can see that average watch time for subscribers is 7 minutes. For non-subscribers was 1 minute and 41 seconds. So non-subscribed people really weren't hanging around for this video at all. And I get it was Christmas Day, so it is what it is. Now let's go back and let's look at the Christmas Eve video, which is the one that did really well. This is currently at 378 views. And click on our analytics button here. We picked up 6 subscribers from this. Got 382 views, which is 272 more than normal, which is great. Watch time is 29.4 hours, which is great. And you can see it's still trending in the upward. You know, it's not growing like gangbusters, but it's still trending in the upward. So that's a good thing. Maybe that video will continue to have some traction for us. And if you look at the watch average, or the watch time, it's continuing to trend upwards, which is good. But again, if we go into our engagement tab and look at this, this is an average view duration of 4 minutes and 36 seconds, which is like half what our average view duration is. And especially with the fact that this is a 21-minute video, that means the average watch time is less than a quarter of the video, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. That's impressively bad. If we go to our audience, it is a lot of non-subscribed people versus subscribed folks. If we look at this here, Christmas Eve video, and I was talking about this earlier, 99 of these views are from subscribed people. We have 500, and at this point in time, we had like 570 subscribed folks, and less than a fifth of them watched the Christmas Eve video, which is by far the biggest, most important video I've done so far. So that means we've got a lot of folks that are not paying attention to this channel anymore. We've got 261 views from non-subscribed people, which watched for an average of 2 minutes. So they didn't even barely got past my opening and walking into the restaurant. For those of you who are subscribed folks that are here, that you watch for an average of 2 minutes or 10 minutes and 47 seconds, average watch percentage, 51%. So like I was saying earlier, that's about what it is about 50% of the video, no matter how long it is, ends up being about the average watch time. Now, we can also go here and we can look at traffic source, and you can see the channel pages was a big driver of the non-subscribed people, right? So channel pages, 213 views came off of channel pages. And if we drill this even further, it'll show you where those views came from. Lucor's page, 204 views. Average watch duration, 1 minute and 54 seconds. So while yes, 204 people from YouTube or from Lucor came over here, they didn't really care. They didn't even make it past the intro. Red Eye Patriot, you can see here, he got 7 people that came over. Now his people actually tended to watch it for longer. They were here for 6 minutes and 10 seconds. So thank you very much for those 7 folks, because they were good quality viewers. But that's the game we're playing. You know, that's the YouTube world. That's how this works. Who's to say whether or not this will continue to grow? It might, because it's still trending in that direction. It hasn't tabled off completely yet. It may catch on, but the fact that we're past the Christmas holiday, I would say that probably is not going to continue that trend. I feel I failed on being quick. I'm sorry. I need to work on this. But that's what I wanted to talk about. That's where the analytics are. That's how things are going. If we look at the page right now, we are at 1,438 total watch hours, public watch hours. So we are well over a third of the way there. We got to get to 4,000, which we're going to do. And we are well over halfway there to subscribers because we're at 601 subscribers. So, again, thank you to all of you who are brand new. Thank you to all of you who continue to come back for this and who continue to support this project. I really, 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 really appreciate you guys. It makes me very happy that you guys are believing in this project, that you continue to come back, and that you are continuing to spread the message of good things for good people. I really appreciate it, and you have yourself a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.